We're back.
We are.
We are back with a spooky.
Back from the dead?
What?
Back from the dead.
We're back from the dead. No, that's blasphemy. I can't say that.
That's not blasphemy, bro.
A little bit. Only Jesus did that. That's why I don't believe in zombies for real.
Okay. Whatever.
Think about it.
Whatever.
Think about it.
Whatever. Bro.
All right then.
Whatever.
That's Jesus and Lazarus.
Anyways.
It's Halloween time.
It is Halloween time.
It's next week.
It is.
It's a week from today.
When it comes out, it'll be the day after it just comes out.
Oh yeah, so Halloween's tomorrow.
Yes.
Halloween's tomorrow. Yay! It's honestly one of my favorite holidays, low key.
I did not celebrate it until I came to college.
Oh, you
Because,
had one of those households?
No, I was all like religious, and so like
you had one of those households.
So instead of Halloween, we go to church and it'd be Holyween.
Holyween. Yup.
No
Shout out
costumes,
to
bro.
So what was
Candy and Bible study, bro.
Candy and Bible study, the real horror. Welcome back to Gemi.n.i.
Gemini.
Let's go ahead and go to that intro.
Gemi.n.i. a problem. Can't nobody solve us. One of us gon' chew you up, the other one gon' swallow. Go bipolar like Kanye.
West.
Quick with it like Andre.
3000.
Hit 'em up like Tupac and be right back on Monday.
Mondays at 9 a.m.
I'm black and she Asian. That's double trouble temptation.
Hot.
Up in your space, it's an air sign invasion.
Aliens.
Gemini, we twin. These thoughts always winning.
Win-win.
But the show keep on spinning, so here's the beginning.
Let's get it.
Did we do it?
Yeah, I think we did it.
Okay, we did it.
Yeah, we did it.
So anyways, welcome back to Gemi.n.i. It's been a long time coming.
It has.
But still, as always, I'm Zauria.
I think I'm Becca.
Today, are you Becca?
Yes.
You know, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, being Halloween, you can be anybody you want.
Ooh. I think I'll still be Becca.
Still be Becca?
It's pretty spooky.
It is scary.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a whole horror show.
Or I could be someone in my passenger seat.
Oh.
You know, the true.
What does that even mean? A
Did you
scrub?
Shut the. No! No! I just meant because you guys were always critiquing my driving.
Oh, yeah. No, that is actually a scary sight. Don't ever ride in the car with Becca. She likes to prove stereotypes.
Whatever. Whatever, bro. I just like to get places on time.
Yeah.
Zaria shows up, an hour and a half after she's supposed to show up, and then it's still,
Safely.
I'm the one.
Safely.
We're still late.
Still safe.
We're still late.
I wonder if I'm gonna make it when I'm in the car with Becca every time. But anyways, we're recording, right?
We are recording. I believe so.
We're live in action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to start with our spooky segment of the week?
Yes. Okay. I have to tell y'all, my dorm freshman year was haunted, like straight up haunted. I believe it was like in our dorm room, and like I think he was mad at us because like my friend was really into like ghosts and all that stuff, and she told me that we had one of those like Joker ghosts or whatever. But what happened?
Joker ghost.
Yeah, like a little they like to pull pranks and stuff.
Oh,
like that.
okay, a prankster ghost.
A little prankster,
okay.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember one night I woke up and I have classes, so I can't see when they're not on. And I woke up and I felt someone staring at me. And like the way it's laid out in my dorm room, it was like my bedroom is against this wall, or my bed was against this wall right here. It was like an L shape, and my roommate's was on like the bed here. So like my head technically faced her feet, I guess. And I felt someone staring at me from her side of the room. So I roll over and I see what looks like her like leaning over on the bed, like looking at me, and I'm like, what the hell? And so I reached down, I grabbed my glasses, and I put it back on, and no one's there. Like she's just back in her bed, like passed out.
Oh.
So I'm like, what the heck? And that's just what started. And then after that, our things started to go missing, and they would end up in like weird places. Like my suite mate's like hairbrush went missing, and it ended up in like a drawer inside my like roommate's closet. And like one time she was about to take her birth control, and it like got like ripped out of her hand. It like slammed into the wall, and then the bathroom door like slammed shut.
Oh my gosh.
And then one time I like came home from work, and it was like 4 a.m, I think, and I went into my suite mate's rooms to ask them if they wanted me to fill up their water bottle. And then I just hear people laughing, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, why are they laughing? I'm just trying to do something nice. But the laughing sounded really weird. Like, it sounded like imitating. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so I turned the light on, and no one's in there. they were gone. They were at a party. Like, someone was in that room laughing at me.
Dang.
Yeah. We were haunted for a bit.
That ghost did not like y'all.
Mm-mm.
What hall was this in?
Maple Hall.
Maple Hall at UNT is haunted.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, so is Bruce Hall.
Every hall is
Actually,
haunted.
every hall is haunted. There's been a lot of crazy shenanigans happen here. Insane! That is spooky. That is spooky. Yeah. I've only encountered like one ghost in my life. Well, that's a lie. I've had like sleep paralysis and encountered like kind of a ghost with that, but could be also a figment of my imagination. I don't know. Do y'all believe in ghosts? Do you believe? Well, you believe in ghosts.
I don't have a choice.
Explain anything. That ghost made you believe. That's so fair. Okay. No, that is spooky. Thank you, Becca, for the spooky segment of the week.
Something weird's gonna happen because the last time I told someone about it, we were walking and all the lights turned off.
Please, whatever you do, ghost, don't stop the recording. I need this. Don't do that. But yeah, okay. Well, this episode we're gonna do things a little bit different because we want to stay on theme. So we're gonna talk about like movie recommendations, some true crime. We're a true crime podcast just for this one only.
Yes.
And then we'll end with a hypothetical in our Gemini of the week.
Perfect.
Also spooky.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start with a movie recommendation. First of all, this book was my childhood. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, all 3 of them. I think that there's 3 of them. Amazing. The movie sucked. Don't even waste your time. If you were like a true fan of this, have you ever seen the movie?
Mm-mm.
The movie, like, they tried, but it just like it's with any movie. Any movie adaptation from a book, it just never hits the mark for real. But like these stories right here, yeah. Like, what is that? We're gonna zoom in on that. What is that? This is me trying to draw a horse for real. But it has a lot of good books. But what is a good Halloween movie I just watched last week. So all the month of October I've been trying to watch like Halloween movies and like scary movies and all that type of jazz. My favorite type is always psychological thrillers. That's what's gonna hit every time. So I watched this movie and it's on Netflix. It's called Hypnotic or Hypnosis, one of those. But oh my gosh, okay, so it's about this girl who has like really bad social anxiety. Ghoul. This ghoul. She has like really bad like anxiety and depression and all that stuff. You'll find out in the movie why. But her friend is like, you should go and see my like psychiatrist or whatever. He'll help you out. And so she goes and he's like, oh yeah, I think that you should be hypnotized. Like I use hypnosis as one of my like treatments. You should do it. And she's like, okay. And so she does it and then strange things start happening. I'm not gonna spoil it, but like basically he uses his hypnosis to like in everyday life and to get them to do bad things like kill people or like at the beginning of the movie, this isn't a spoiler, but like he basically hypnotized this woman and like she was on this elevator. That's how the movie opens. She was on an elevator and like whatever he called her and whatever he said like sent her into like a different realm and she thought the elevator was like closing in on her. And so she had basically a heart attack, but it felt like it's because she got smushed or whatever. But like he does like shit like that. And it's insane. And then you like it has really good pacing, I feel like. And then the like twist at the end of like why he's doing it, it's like, oh. So yeah, so really think it's good. The real movie though, it's not a psychological thriller. It's like a comedy horror, which I actually also enjoy a lot. Like you've seen like the scary movie franchises and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like classics. The parodies, amazing. But this one's a comedy horror, which I feel like is kind of hard. But it's called Totally Killer.
Okay.
Oh my god,
you've been talking about this.
I have, because it's so good. It's so good. It's probably all on TikTok, to be honest with you. You can watch every single part on there, but it's on Amazon Prime. And if you don't have it, let me know. I'll hook you up. I'll help you to watch this movie. But it's about this girl who her mom back in like 1987, her 3 friends, the mom's friends, were all brutally murdered by this like random serial killer, and he was never heard from again. So she's in present day and like her mom's like, you gotta be careful or whatever, like it's the serial killer, like, you know, not that he's still out there, but she's like super cautious around that time or whatever. And so basically what happens, what?
I thought you just said her mom got killed.
No. Her mom's friends got killed.
Oh,
3 of her friends got killed. They live in like this super small town, so like everybody that was there is also still there in the present, like, but their kids are there or whatever.
Convenient.
I know, right? But anyways, it's not a spoiler, but the serial killer comes back and kills the mom or whatever.
Oh.
And so now the girl's like, oh my gosh, like my mom's dead, blah 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 blah. Her friend just so happens to be building a time machine, so it's like a slasher film mixed with Back to the Future, and they reference Back to the Future in the movie a lot or whatever. But more of the story is like the killer like tries to kill her or whatever, and they end up getting the time machine to work. So she goes back to 1987 and is like, okay, if I can figure out who the killer is, then I can stop him from killing my mom in the future. And so it's like basically it's like a Gen Zer in the what are they called? Not millennials, but the one before them.
Gen Xers?
Yeah, Gen Xers. Like it's like a Gen Zer mixed with like the Gen Xers, and she's like talking to her mom, and like her dad is also there, or whatever. But like as they're teenagers, and so it's like it's just really funny because a lot of the stuff that they do in 1987, she's like, you can't do that, like or whatever. But it's really cool, and then the twist on who the killer is, obviously, it's really good. You can kind of see coming.
Mom?
Huh?
Is the friend's mom the friend who built the time machine? Is it her mom?
I'm not gonna tell you. I don't spoil things. But that is a crazy guess. But anyways, it's really freaking good is the moral of the story. Highly recommend. I'm not telling you just because you hide your face from the camera. I'm not gonna tell you. It's really good. Just watch it. Just watch it. It's a good movie.
If I watch it and that ends up being, I'm gonna be super pissed.
Okay, that's your prerogative.
Whatever.
I don't care. Y'all should watch it. It's really funny, and it's a little scary sometimes. Like I kind of jumped a little bit, so it's like a perfect mix. I've never seen Back to the Future though, so
me
like
neither.
Yeah, but I do like time machine kind of movies because like I'd love to travel back in time.
There's this movie I think you'd really enjoy. It's a psychological thriller. I cannot remember the name. I feel like it's like Unforgivable or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it has the white girl from Get Out.
Okay.
And then it has the girl, the main character from Dear White People.
Okay.
The like Netflix show.
Yeah.
No, and so it's like them together, and like they're both like cello players, and like you see them going on a backpacking trip through some country, and then like she starts seeing like bugs like crawling in her arm, and she freaks out, and like
in her arm?
Yeah, like in her arm, crawling in her arm. And the other girl like hands her a machete and is like, just cut it off. And like that ends Act 1, and then like Act 2 and Act 3 is like you figuring out what happened, and it's like crazy, like, and like you think like everything's over, but it's not. Like it's such a good, like every time you think you know what's going on, you don't know what's going on.
I love movies like that, like the twists and turns.
Super
like,
good.
Ooh,
it's super freaking
good. My last one is it's an old one, and it's not that great, but I don't know, it's just really nostalgic for me, and I just honestly I love it. It's a psychological thriller, and it's When a Stranger Calls. Ow, so good. Like so good.
I've never seen it.
Yes. Okay. So it's about this girl. She's a babysitter. I love a good babysitter slasher film, but she's a babysitter, and she's obviously babysitting for this like really rich family. And the house is beautiful.
Okay.
And it's like the classic story of like she's babysitting and the parents are gone or whatever, and then she starts getting calls or whatever, and the guy's like, you know, like I'm coming for you, or like he's just like breathing on the phone or like whatever. Yeah, I know, I just keep falling. It's okay. But it just like the suspense of it, and then like you find out like who the fuck it is, and it's just like I love it. It's also really good. Highly recommend. But yeah, those are my movie recs.
Have you seen Midsommar?
No, and I'm not watching it. And Becca knows why I'm not going to watch it.
Whatever. I think it's one of the best like spooky movies of our like decade. It's so good. It's so freaking good on every level. And the more I think about it, even better.
It's not that I don't want to watch it because of Midsommar. It's because of Becca's experience with Midsommar that really kind of like I just don't want to watch it.
Whatever.
Also, I don't do gore. Like I can't
There's like hardly any gore in it.
It just in general though. Like I can't.
There's like maybe one. It's not even gory. It's just like disgusting how like brutal it is. But they don't actually show it. Like
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, I think you just kind of creeped me out whenever you told me the story about like Midsummer and how she experienced it and all that stuff.
Whatever.
So, like, now I can't do it, but I can do gore in general. Like, I can't do the Saw movies. It's too much. Like, it's just too much. Like, I can't do like bones cracking or like I can do like stabbing or like things like that. But
have
like,
you seen Happy Death Day?
I loved it.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's another like horror comedy.
Yes, and horror comedies are great. I love it. Anyways, let me stop talking about movies because I could really go on. I really love scary movies. Anyways, so true crime though.
True crime. Beautiful.
Beautiful. That's also, to bring it back, that's also one of the great movies, is like when it's like based on a true story. That is when I actually get scared. But anyways, true crime. Like The Conjuring. Do you believe in that though?
It's true.
But how true is it? You know what I mean? Do you like believe in like possessions and like things like that?
Well, yeah.
Interesting.
Do you not? They literally talk about it in the Bible.
I see Old Testament or New Testament.
I believe in the New as well. I believe Jesus runs into a man who's like possessed by a demon and he tells him, "Be gone, demon.
Be gone." I don't know. I don't know. I know it's like based on a true story, and like I'm not going to the Conjuring house. Like I'm not. Did you see they opened up Annabelle and like let her free or whatever? Why?
No,
Why?
She just escaped multiple
times. I'm not getting near her. That's scary. That's insane. And yeah, no, I'm not messing around with that stuff. I'm not messing with Ouija boards. I'm not.
Dude, someone did in my dorm, like at Maple, like on the 3rd floor, and like
that
literally the first thing that happened is it said, "Bitch, I will kill you," and they packed it up and they turned it back into the front desk.
Did they say goodbye?
I do not know.
Okay, that's probably why I'm not going into Maple. Did they had it at the desk for them to just
check them out? I used to work at Crumley, and like you could check. People would always check them out in October.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, true crime.
True crime. Okay,
Let me know something.
Huh?
Let me know something.
Okay. So I used to be in a like criminal justice class in like high school, right? Because I was one of those like Nike kids, you know. I was like, ooh, Crime Stoppers.
I was also part of law enforcement club.
Perfect. Okay. And so one of our class projects was we had to like research a serial killer, and I didn't want to be basic, so I was like, oh, I'm not gonna do someone basic like the lipstick killer or like Jeffrey Dahmer or something like that. And so I found this man. Let me remember what his name is because it's beautiful. He was called, where is it? The Beast of Birkinshaw.
Ooh, that's fancy.
And
okay,
like he was very like peculiar because usually serial killers have like a really rough upbringing, right? But he had 2 loving parents. Like he never fought with anyone in school. He was never like reportedly bullied. Like he was like good grades and everything. And he got charged with 7 murders when he eventually got caught.
When was this?
I believe in like the either 1970s or 1790s.
That's such a, okay.
I'm gonna aim for 1970s.
Okay.
But he was like an American Scottish like killer, right?
Okay.
And so the crazy thing about him being charged with 7 murders is he had already been caught 2 or 3 times before he got convicted with those murders. But every time he got away on a technicality. Like people just didn't remember things correctly. Like they swore he was left-handed when he was actually right-handed, or they swore he held a cigarette with the right hand when he held it with his left hand. Like he got away with all these technicalities.
He's white.
Whatever. But like my favorite, I guess not favorite, that's kind of messed up.
We were talking about that earlier. My favorite serial killer. Yeah, I know, it's kind of fucked
up. But the most, I guess, like intriguing part about it is his last crime is he killed this couple, and then he chose to live in their house for about a week, eating all their leftovers, and he fed their cat. And then he stole their car, stole some money from their like little bank or like safe in their house, and then like drove the car somewhere, and then like abandoned it and just kept going.
What the heck?
Yeah, and then when he got caught, it was crazy. They only could charge him on 7, but they were sure he was like guilty for up to 40 other murders. But they could only prove him for the 7. Yeah.
He fed the cat?
He fed the cat.
How considerate.
Right? What a peculiar man.
That is, that's kind of insane though. Because if he would have just left the bodies, the cats would have just ate it anyways.
I don't like that you said that. I don't think they would do that. I don't
They
think they would
do.
because I saw this really sweet video where this like grandma had died and like they didn't find her body for like 2.5 months, and like she had like a cat, and like the saddest part was they found like cans like ripped apart and like scratches along the cat's mouth. Like it didn't eat the grandma. It did everything it could to like break into all the remaining food.
Oh,
Right?
that's really sad.
Right?
Not all cats are like that. They will eat you though. So
My cat.
they might.
I can see my female cat doing that. She's
They
kind of
might.
mean. She's kind of mean.
Oh, little tasty snack. That's weird though. He probably did kill all them people, but you know, life
Life
and
for
death.
real. For real.
My it's not like one of my, again, that sounds horrible to say favorites.
Yeah.
But I'm in a criminal justice class now and we're learning all about like violence and all that stuff. Mine was Richard Leventhal. This was back in 1995. And it's funny because, well, it's not funny, it's actually horrific. But I couldn't remember his name, so I was like looking up, like, you know, who it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I just did like the basis of what the crime is, which I'm going to tell y'all in a little bit. There's so many crimes that are exactly like this. It's actually really scary.
People aren't original. There's copycats after copycats after copycats.
Yeah, but this specific crime. So basically what happened was Richard Leventhal was a 40-year-old man. He was an insurance salesman. And he was married to this lady. Her name was Julianne, I think. I think it was Julianne. I could be getting that wrong. But anyways, he went to work that day like usual or whatever, and I guess he just had a long day, and he came home and his wife like cooked for him and all that stuff, and she burned his food. So they started getting in an argument because he's mad because he's like, you burned my food, and she's like, you know, bro, I've been trying to live my life, I'm sorry I burned your food. Well, he takes the steak knife and stabs her so many times and kills her in the backyard. And then if that wasn't enough, he then takes and drags it on her chest or whatever, opens her up and takes her heart and her lungs and puts them, like, stakes them into the ground or whatever. Yeah, he completely like butchered her and tortured her or whatever because she burned his steak. Isn't that ironic? You burned my steak, now your heart is a steak.
No, you can't laugh about. You can't joke about that.
No, you can't. Dang. But it's true though. But like, I was looking up like, why husband kills wife. I like looked up husband kills wife because she burnt his dinner. There are so many stories like that. Like, it's so unoriginal, and that is just so scary. Because just really imagine, you marry this normal he had no history of violence, relatively normal kind of guy. Like, you marry somebody because, excuse you, sorry, you marry somebody because you know you love them, they're normal, they've never, you know, abused you, never done anything like that or whatever, and then one day you have a long rough day, you've been dealing with the kids, you have your own job, and you go to cook dinner and like you slip up and you burn the steak, and your husband is like, oh, you want to burn my steak? Bet. I'm gonna brutally murder you.
Yeah. Crazy.
Insane work. No, people scare me. Because it's like, I forgot the percentage or whatever, but like, you're most likely to be killed by your significant other. Yeah. You gotta be cautious, man.
Also, when someone gets murdered, that's who they always look at first.
Yeah. That's usually what it is. Dang. Careful who you go with. Connor? I don't know, man. I don't know. Actually, Connor, be careful, because Becca might.
I'm tame. I'm literally like, look at my arms. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't even carry a dead body, bro.
Yeah, okay. That's what they be thinking.
I know. Maybe that adrenaline gets me pumping.
You never know, bro. You literally never know. I think I don't have like, okay, again, not my favorite, but the most intriguing like serial killer that I think is like really interesting or whatever is Ed Kemp.
Why do you know so many names?
I did a lot of research for this episode.
Okay, valid.
And also, I like true crime, but Ed Kemp. Also, I watched a little show recommendation. Actually, I'm not even gonna recommend it because they canceled it, and I never got the conclusion I needed, even though it was based on like, it was true crime, so like obviously I know what happened. But man, I forgot the name of it.
Candy?
No.
Have you never seen that show?
No.
It's about this woman. Her name is Candy, and like her next door neighbor, like the woman goes missing, and then they find her like dead body, and then like turned out like she murdered her, but it was because like she was sleeping with her neighbor's husband, and her neighbor found out and got mad and like went over to like kill her, but Candy killed her first, and then like hid her body and all that. Based on a true story, Candy Montgomery.
Homicide Hunters. No, I've never watched that though, but now I'm intrigued though for sure. But I had to say it because it just came to mind. Homicide Hunters is what I was thinking of. Where's it on?
Hulu, I believe.
Hulu it is.
There's two versions.
Candy.
There's one with this one white lady, and there's one with Elizabeth Olsen. I watched the one with Elizabeth Olsen.
That's fair. I love her. Shout out to her.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I was saying Homicide Hunters. It's on Netflix, but they canceled it after season 2. But it's kind of dumb. Whatever. Anyways, it's about basically how the behavior analysis came up in the FBI and how that even started, which is really interesting because before we decided to get into the mind of the killer and like add psychology into that, people were like, "That's
the unsub."
The unsub?
Mm-hmm.
What?
It's not the killer; it's the unsub.
Sorry, the unsub. My fault. No, you're right. You're right.
I'm right.
Okay,
I'm
Criminal
right.
Minds.
I'm right.
Okay,
I'm
Criminal
right.
Minds.
The unsub.
Yes. Into the unsub's mind. They're like, psychology for what? Like the whole show is basically about them starting the whole, BAU or whatever. And they got so much pushback, which is insane to think about now, because it's like, what do you mean? Yes, you need to know why these people are killing these people and like how they're gonna move next. But back then they were like, absolutely not. This is also before DNA though, so it's like, what do you like? What are we just going off of clues? Like, what are we doing? But yeah, they were just so upset. But anyways, so in order to like study new serial killers and like prevent crimes and stuff like that, they decided to look at old serial killers. And the show is a lot based off of Ed Kemp because he helped in understanding the mind of a serial killer. Ed Kemp, have you ever heard of him?
Mm-hmm.
Ed Kemp is 6'9" and he's freaking huge, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this dude, his dad, who knows where he is, but his mom was like, she wasn't the best mom, she wasn't the worst mom, but like she would just like critique him and was just like on his head all the time and was just like, whatever. So he really wanted to kill her. He didn't kill her though. He had like substitute killings. I forgot, there's a specific word for it. I don't remember what it is. I wanted to say phantom killings earlier. I don't know, but it's like basically when you kill somebody that looks exactly like the person you want.
Classic Criminal Minds.
Right, that looks like the person that you want to kill, but you can't kill that person. So he couldn't kill his mom. So he would kill. She was a professor at a university. So he would go to that university and then kill her students, basically.
He should be killing other professors.
Regardless, this is what he did. I don't know what you want from me.
I mean,
this is what he did.
Right?
Right, yeah, but he didn't.
Okay.
I'm not. Anyways, so he would go and he would kill like these college students or whatever. And he was so close to being, mind you, this is where it's like messed up because he had already sexually assaulted, killed, he did something like in his like junior days or whatever. And so he had to go to a psych ward, but then he was let out and they're like, he's fine or whatever. So when all these people like came up missing, they never considered him, even though he had a violent past and like, you're connected to all these people, but they're like, nah, he couldn't do nothing. He's harmless or whatever. And so he would kill them, and he was really into necrophilia. Yeah, and so like he would chop off their heads and then make them perform fellatio on him with their like cut off heads, which is insane. But yeah, and sometimes he wouldn't even do it in the mouth, like he would do it in like the whole.
Stop.
Okay,
stop.
But yeah, no, it's so horrible, like it's so gross. But eventually, like he did. His last murder was his mom and her friend, but he killed his mom. I'm pretty sure he did necrophilia things to her as well, cut off her head and all that stuff, and then slept in that bed that he killed her in. Also disgusting. And then he didn't even get caught. Like he didn't get caught. He was like, these policemen like suck, they're actually not looking for me for real, and he just wanted the fame from it and like the like recognizing like everybody's gonna know who I am now. And so he ended up going into a bar with like, because he was friends with the police, like he was like cool with them, whatever. So he went into the bar and was like, no, he didn't do that, I'm lying, he didn't do that. He drove so far away or whatever and basically called them and was like, hey, all those murders, yeah, I'm the one that did it. Come find me and come get me. Like, I'm tired of being on the run, basically. And then they did. And then, so now they, like, studied his mind and all that stuff and helped create the BAU.
Interesting.
Yeah. Everything I said could possibly not always be right.
We might proofread this before we post it. We might not.
No,
Do your own research.
Literally.
Google's free.
But the way I made it sounded really interesting to me. So hopefully that's
how
right.
we could lie in.
Yeah.
What about the college students? That made me. So you know how Jeffrey Dahmer killed a bunch of like Cayo like students?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that's why Cayo, like a lot of them are not allowed to have like their main building on campus, like where Greek Row is anymore?
Really?
And that's why UNT's isn't on Greek Row. Have you noticed that their lodge is like off of Greek Row? It's like a couple streets over.
I don't really pay attention.
Should I have said that? Anyways,
I don't know. I don't really know how Greek Row and Greek fraternities and stuff like that work. So, or does that not like?
Well, like they're all like next to each other.
Well, yeah, I know that part, but I'm saying like, are you not supposed to know where it is?
Well, like the whole reason is because they don't want like.
You think Jeffrey Dahmer gonna come back?
No, like people who are fans of his.
Oh yeah, true.
So like copycat killers won't
yeah.
happen. That's why like they like usually like put them off campus.
Nice.
So it makes it harder to find them.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice segue into the Gemini of the week. To keep on theme, it is Jeffrey Dahmer.
He's a Gemini?
He is a Gemini.
That explains so much. Gemini men.
Scary. That's a thriller in itself. That's the scary thing about it all.
Sorry about that.
Gemini man. But no, I was looking up. So like most serial killers are Cancers. Most of them are Cancers. Cancers, Capricorns, Tauruses, and Geminis are like top.
Emotional in different ways.
Yeah. Interesting, right? But excuse me, and Sagittarius. Ted Bundy was a Sagittarius. But yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer was a Gemini. We're not like saying he's great by saying he's a Gemini of the week. Just keeping on theme here. Just keeping on theme. That's literally it. He's horrible and he got everything.
I can name another Gemini that's horrible, that's not scary.
Well,
I guess he's not horrible. I guess it's just the character he played. But Artie from Glee, the kid in the wheelchair.
That is scary. Glee.
But his whole storyline was just but like his birthday is like June 4th or something. We have the same birthday.
Oh,
like the actor does, but like his character was just like whoa.
Yeah. Interesting. Oh gosh, what are other things that are scary? Vulnerability.
Oh,
what did you say? What did you say?
He's a Will Schuester. He's from Glee too. No.
Glee itself. Oh,
so valid.
Dang. Checking my bank account. Scary. Those are some of my deep-rooted fears. Exposure therapy, maybe?
No, I'm good.
No, okay.
Denial. But anyways.
Yeah, so I guess it's like around time to wrap up this episode.
I guess so. Fun Halloween fact. I did a little Halloween trivia for Friday the 13th for my job. Okay. So I have a bunch of little trivia in my head. What candy was specifically designated to fix gunshot holes in equipment during wars?
Peeps?
Wrong.
Oh, that's Easter candy. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yes.
Candy corn? Just tell me.
Tootsie Rolls.
Tootsie Rolls. I get it. Those shits are hard.
Right? And they would also write secret messages on the wrappers of the Tootsie Rolls. So when they would dispose of them. Huh?
The what?
The Tootsie Rolls? Why are you laughing?
Why are you saying it like that?
Like what? How you're saying it the same way you were saying it. You say it.
Tootsie Rolls?
Tootsie Roll. What? Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Rolls? Is it Tootsie or Tootsie?
I'm not saying it like that.
Is it Tootsie Rolls?
didn't. Whatever. Anyway, they would write little secret messages on the wrappers so they could send it to like people like out like in the like war zones, and so they would know what's going to happen. Like, and so no one would check wrappers. You know what I'm saying?
Tootsie Roll wrappers.
In the Tootsie Rolls, yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Whatever, bro.
Oh, before we wrap up, hypothetically. Hypothetical question of the week. So, staying on theme.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Oh, there's something in my Okay. If you were a serial killer, how would you do it, and who would you kill?
I will never give that up.
Okay.
But let me give you a hypothetical.
Okay. My hypothetical. Go ahead.
Why would you give that up? Because like, who knows where life will take me, bro? What if
for you to be an actual serial killer?
No.
I'm not doing your character witness.
I'm not jinxing it, bro. I'm not gonna jinx it, bro. Or like, what if someone watches this episode and then copycats it, and then like because I put this out on the internet, you know?
Okay.
Anyways, what do you are you gonna admit it?
Yes, I was, but now you didn't, so now I feel weird. Okay, let me tell you what I would do. I'd be the I'd be a killer with like, it'd be like, okay, that's just, you know how like villains you're like, okay, but I kind of get it though. I'd be like, I wouldn't just be killing people because I like to kill people. Like, I'd be killing people who have like done some like,
it's like a vigilante.
Yeah, like I'd be a serial killer of serial killers.
Okay, Batman.
You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Yeah, I don't know if I like Batman, but okay. He was a millionaire. I don't know, kill the rich. Okay, I'd kill Batman.
Okay.
No, but I would like kill like serial killers or like, you know, people like that or whatever. But I would kill them how they kill people. So it would never be the same. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I wouldn't get caught. Is I would kill everybody differently or whatever. So if like they kill people by like shooting them, I would shoot them like with their own like weapon.
There is one flaw with I guess so.
This is hypothetically, and there is no flaws on my hypothetical. Or if they like stab people, then like I would stab them. You know what I mean? Or if they poison them, then I would poison them. Like, I would just kill them how they would be killed. But then I would like send in like their crimes or whatever. So it'd be like, you know, she is a serial killer, but also she's stopping serial killers and exposing them.
Okay, Batman.
Justice.
Okay, Batman. Literally Batman. That's what he says.
I don't think so. I've never seen Batman.
Oh no,
so.
he says vengeance.
Vengeance. I've never seen it. I don't know. Anyways, what's your hypothetical?
No, I kind of want to answer how. No, I.
Yeah, because you should. Because I'm the one that asked the hypothetical question. Yes, you should.
Okay. Well, I won't tell my actual. I'll just tell what I was thinking while you were talking about it.
Okay.
Different kinds is definitely key, right? Like never having consistent ways of killing because that's how they find you.
Right.
But I would always try to point it towards someone else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. You gotta
find
someone
innocent. I would just find them for the murder.
Okay. Well, I mean, not so innocent, you know what I mean?
But like, who are you to like deem who's worthy to live and die?
You're right. You're so right. I'm not God. You're absolutely right. Dang. Okay.
You know
well, I just don't wanna. I don't know. You're just having a regular day, and now you're pinned for freaking for murdering somebody. That just doesn't sound fun. I like your earrings. They're black cats. They're really cute.
All right, my hypothetical was: what horror movie do you think you could survive?
What horror movie do I think I could survive? I'll be honest with you right now. I'm not. I think we talked about this on here about like the zombie apocalypse and things like that. How like I'm a quitter and I will actually just kill myself. Like I'm not doing it. So like that's how I feel like about like scary movies too. If I go to like a cabin in the woods and like there's a serial killer, I'm killing myself. If we're like zombie apocalypse, killing myself. If it's like I'm in the middle of the ocean, first of all, I would never be in the middle of the freaking ocean. But if we're in the Meg or like Jaws situation, killing myself.
Yeah.
So like survive a slasher, psychological.
Like Cabin in the Woods, maybe.
No,
no, okay.
Couldn't do it. I'd kill myself. I'm telling you, it's not good. Actually, No, because I would go there. Probably Nightmare on Elm Street.
I've never seen that, but okay.
It's a classic one.
I don't know. I haven't seen any of the classics, like Chainsaw Massacre. Like I haven't.
Nightmare on Elm Street is the one. It's Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Okay, he kills you in your dreams.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't sleep for one.
Bro.
And when I do sleep,
have you ever seen Lights Out?
I feel like I have.
I think it came out, 2016, 2017? It was like this demon that lives in the dark.
Maybe.
And it's like connected to this mom, and like the kids start noticing it.
Maybe.
Creepy. I slept with the nightlight for 2.5 weeks.
Interesting.
I kept seeing it. Oh no! Oh my god, Invisible Man?
Never seen it. Never seen it.
You need to watch that.
Y'all put me on. Put me onto some movies.
I swore someone was there.
We can talk horror movies all day.
Swore, bro, for like weeks. I swore someone was
there. Have you seen Candyman?
Mm-mm.
Now that got me. Couldn't look in reflections or mirrors for too much. Way too much.
We're going off.
We're going off. We're going off.
Anyway.
Moral of the story is the one movie that I think I could survive. It's actually not Nightmare on Elm Street because my dreams are already crazy and I'd probably kill myself. But you said it. Oh, any like paranormal movie, I'm gone because I'm not staying there. Like the moment I hear something swoosh in the wind, I'm gone. I'm leaving.
What would you have done in my dorm situation? Would you have asked to move out?
No, because that one seemed like a friendly one.
He was watching me sleep.
Okay. You got a protector on you. Anyways, that pretty much wraps up our episode. Our spooky episode. I can't wait to see y'all in y'all's costumes. I'm gonna. Oh, well, this is gonna air like afterwards. No. After I go to my.
Well, this is after Halloween weekend. But Halloween is still.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not dressing up for Halloween. I'm just dressing up for the party before Halloween. And I was a cowboy. I was gonna be a reverse cowgirl. Didn't really work out, but I was a cowgirl.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I don't know what I'm going as. I got invited out last minute, and now it's too late to get anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You could just be Becca.
Ooh.
Ooh.